England, hold it up for the whole world to see. Whether I die, whether I live, I'm living this way. Our children will forgive. They will forgive. It's a beautiful sight to see. When we all could just agree that our children are not what they see. Not what they see. That our children's are not what they see. Huddle up 'cause you need your team. Act like you're down 4th and 18. Now ask yourself, do you really know what that means? Because if you know the fact, you really can turn back. And now it is your responsibility. No pick, no race, no color, no creed. But it's all in the way that we breathe. The way we move and have our being. Our children's children will succeed. 'Cause they should dare to be all they can be. As they live out what they see in dreams. Like Cam Newton winning for New England. Holding up for the whole world to see. Whether I die, whether I live, our children will forgive. They will forgive. It's a beautiful sight to see. Oh yeah. When we all could just agree that our children are not what they see. Not what they see. That our children's children are not what they see.
I'm asking if you were there and you can put something in the chat. I'm trying to see the way I have it looked up. That when you say something, I can actually see it on my screen. So if you have access to the chat, I want to be but what it is to be misunderstood, there's so many things that can go in that. But we're just going to talk about the one thing today, and that's the concept. It's a mindset, concept, however you need to take it, whatever you need to do, so that you can understand that
but our kids won't be.
It's way bigger than what you think.
If we learn to stay,
the one thing that I think that we all have in common,
our children will succeed.
Is that we've been misunderstood.
Something that we can really fix if we just,
like I said, that if you heard the soundtrack, it's coming soon. Everything is coming out with the whole misunderstood. It's a concept. So what does it mean? Like, if I was to jump right in and be like, what does it mean? Someone might be like, okay, I think I get it. I get it. But no, I don't even want to go there. I want to just, you answer your own question. What does it mean to be misunderstood? How many times have you tried to do something or tried to show up in one way, but the people that you were doing it for or whatever you were doing was misconstrued and that good deed went bad real quick? Am I by myself? Right. No, I know I'm not. So the whole purpose of it is you still need to stand up in your space. You still need to show up the way that you need to show up. So regardless of what everything else is going on around you, you have an obligation and an opportunity to make the choice, and the choice is to live. So basically, to be misunderstood, if you've never seen my faces, how it looks, I'm gonna show it to you, right? That's it right there. That's it right there. How to be misunderstood, to be misunderstood, whatever, however you need to do it. And then you resonate in there how you do it. Why? Because you can't have one without the other. It goes in every day the same way, but you got to compute it different so that it can give you a different reaction. You understand? Like, a lot of times we do the same thing and it's so mundane. And it's like, and if you've ever gotten to a point where you're in the routine of the mundane, it sucks. It really does. So then you have to start making choices of yourself. Do I really want this? Is this really mine? Or should I step out on something else and do something different because I want to change my face? Especially if you're walking around always looking screwed up, like your face screwed up. If you screwed up all the time, one, you're not a welcoming person. Do you understand what I mean by that? So when it comes down to misunderstood, it's not so much that you don't get it. It's more so that they don't get you. So how do we figure it out to the point where I need you to get it so that we can all understand each other, kind of a thing, right? If you don't know, I am the author of a book called Surviving Tough Times. On your march, get set, go. In the 30 days, what you do is you are recentering yourself and your focus on you, what God's created you to be, and how you can understand even in the bad times, he was always a good God. So therefore, it was always still good for you. And then when you start to realize that for yourself, then you'll be able to appreciate the next person that's standing next to you, that's going through their struggle, that's going through their whatever that tough time is for them. And then we all be able to understand that your way is different from my way. However, my way is my way. So you have to appreciate my way the same way I'm breathing. So are you. So what is it to be misunderstood? Let me give you a little bit of a backstory. I grew up in a beautiful town in a nice little house with a brother on the top of the hill. You know, we didn't have the white picket fence, but we had white lions. So, I mean, call it what you want. My parents did their best. I don't want to say that they did anything different from what a parent tries to do to their children. Set them up with good values. Set them up. Like I went to a lot of piano practices. I went to a lot of lessons. I played a lot of instruments. So rehearsal became something that was important to me, like practice. You know, we live in a world today where it's like you don't even have to practice because they don't give a damn how you show up anyway. You know that's a lie. That's a lie. I don't care who's telling you that it's okay to do it. It's a lie. Don't just show up half-assed thinking that people are supposed to just take you the way that you are just because that's just what it is. No. That's the whole point of it. What is it to be misunderstood? Most times people don't realize why you're showing up until you actually get there and make the point and show your value and show your worth. Then from there, people will start to understand you a little bit better. And then you don't have to explain yourself why you came the way you came or what you did when you got there. It's a concept to be misunderstood. How do I look at you is really what you're giving me to see you. You're giving me something. And when I'm looking at it, now I have the choice to make the decision. But when it comes down to being misunderstood, it's a mindset that goes on because it becomes exactly that. You don't know what the hell's going on around you, and you don't know you don't have a care in it. And I know for some people that is hard to even imagine, but to not be able to have a care in something that you're in daily says a lot for you. That's where you resonate with your misunderstood. Remember, it's all about the choices that we make. Everything in life is a choice. You can sink or you can swim, right? You can fight or you can flight. There's like a whole different one. There's a live and then there's a die. So you make the choice every day to do it again. Better than yesterday. Still working on tomorrow. But yet it's still, when I'm in this box, when I'm here, it is exactly what it is. You get exactly what you got, and you should be appreciative of it because I'm coming to you like that. When I touch, because when you realize that it's your mind that is allowing you to whether be understood or misunderstood, most of the time, like I said, most of the time you have an idea of exactly what it is that you wanted to do, and you know exactly how you wanted to plan it out. So therefore you did exactly what it is that you know how to do, and you were supposed to do it exactly that way. The hell with the people that see different, harsh, but no, not in 2021. 2021 has told you that now we have a cancel culture. So if they don't like something that you're doing, then what they do is then they're going to speak on you so that they can cancel you out. That's when misunderstood shows up and says, hey, we need to pay attention to the person that they're trying to cancel. Because it's obviously there's a reason why they're trying to cancel this person. This person must be spitting good knowledge, and they want us to think that this person is backbone crazy. Who is it? Dave Chappelle, Cat Williams, Kanye West, like all of these people that when they stand up on their platform to say what it is that they need to say, because that's why they actually have a platform so that they can say what they need to say. The first thing that we like to do is cancel them. So that's why misunderstood means exactly what it is. It is what it is. You got the choice. You pick which one you want. Do you understand what I'm saying? You make these choices. Nobody else is making these types of choices for you. Now, the difference is you can be surrounded about a bunch of people that are giving you all negative advice, all issues. They're taking what they've learned in their nasty and how they've correlated their nasty to become this being of nasty that now they want to help you out with yours because you look like you're almost on your way to being nice. Speak to those people in the manner of, listen, this is my choice. That's what it is to be misunderstood. We make choices in this joint every day. Now, the choice that you make is the choice that you have to live with. And that's where people start to get funky. Because everybody want to blame everybody else for whatever they're going through. But at the end of the day, you made that choice to do exactly what you wanted to do. How you wanted to do it, with what you wanted to do it with. That is what it is to be misunderstood. Why? Because now you got to rock out with whatever that choice was that you made. Trust me when I tell you, I know this firsthand because I have made some dumb choices in my life. Then had to walk around with those dumb choices being talked about, being whatever. And then when you're that bad and they start lying on you, you know that shit just comes with the territory. It really does. It's like the Eagles right now, you know. Eagles can't get a call because why not? Y'all throw flags and take touchdowns away. Why does anybody have to give you anything? We need to now see where you are. See if you can do it without a penalty. Damn. But there's people that are walking around in that same concept. So that's who I'm speaking to. I'm speaking to the people that may be misunderstood. Because at the end of the day, they really don't know you. They got you messed up. That's the truth. But don't nobody want to tell you that, because if you say something like that to a person who knows who they are, you are now coming at their character. Not really. I'm just wearing my shirt. What's up with you? Because everybody resonates within the faces. So the question really is, it comes down to choice. Is it your choice, my choice, or whose choice is it? It's my choice to live how I want to, but then when I come into contact with you, it becomes your choice. But it's my choice if I want to tolerate whatever you're dealing with. Do you see these words that we're using? Do you see these words, these tolerance and heart? They're harsh words to me. They're like a proceed with caution areas to me. Like, you know, a lot of people that you meet really do resonate very, very much with this frown. I hate to say it like that, but if this is the one right here, I know so many people in the world that have resonated with this to the point where this is where they want to stand. This is where they want to be. I heard my mentor say yesterday, it was the most heartfelt thing that I'm sure he probably helped this person out, but he let the person know that if you are that type of a person, people don't even check up on you. So that means they won't even know that you're dead. They'll smell you. That's wrong. But there's people that are out here making the choice to live just like that. I mean, come on. I just unmuted my mic and said they look like they sucking on lemons and then want to give lemonade all the time. It's like, damn, you are the lemonade, because you can make it out of whatever it is, but everything that you make is tart. Everything that you give off have this kind of a look, and everything that you say and do, I got to come back with this. It's not real welcoming. So when you think about the choices that you make within to be misunderstood, are you really around these people like that? Because if you're around these people like that, that's why I'm saying it's about the choices that we're making. Because a lot of us are making choices that really have nothing to do with who we are. We make choices because of what other people are saying or what other people are doing around us. And then we end up in that group because that is the choice that we made to be a part of the group. But when it comes down to individually, who are you? You might be misunderstood. The blessing of it is God only works with, I think, the ones that are misunderstood. I don't believe that he really works with you if you all cleaned up and got everything together and you know every way to go and all the right decisions and this is just you and that is who you are. I believe that God walks away from people like that. Or maybe I shouldn't say it like that. But yeah, come on. Where's my story? Where can I get my miracle in? I can't tell nobody to look at you then and then look at you later and then see that that was God. No, that's what misunderstood is about. To be misunderstood. Why is it that this is happening to you the way that it's happening to you? However, you still stand up and you be on top. You do know that it's not about you, but it is through you that things do happen. To be misunderstood. Life does not always look great for you, but the reaction of how you live your life is what people are resonating with, which then gives you the good look because at the end of the day, that to be misunderstood and they pay really, really close attention to you, people find out more and more about you and then they start to understand. So yeah, what happens is when we first see misunderstood, you first hear misunderstood, you think misfit, you think not understanding. But when you realize that it is bigger than that, it actually makes you the understanding. You understand why you've experienced what you've experienced. You understand why you had to go through the way that you went through. Why? Just so that you could be talking to somebody else tomorrow. Like somebody today is going to be in your face, but they're going to be making choices and you're going to be able to look at the choices that they're making because of the way that they're resonating in whatever space that is that they're in. You'll be able to see it. You'll be able to look them dead at it and say, this is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm making a choice to do better. That's what we have to understand. And guess what? Choices don't happen. Like you don't have to wait all night to get a choice. Your choice happens in a second. The second that you say you want to do better, then you can do better. Right? Then you strategically put yourself in places where you need to be so that you can do what you need to do in the manner that you need to do it. But at the end of the day, what is it for? It's to be it's to be misunderstood. Why? Because you need to be the person that now they're going to end up coming to. They're going to end up being your source. Why? Because they're going to resonate with the faces. People are going to look and say, excuse me, what is that? Excuse me, what is that? That's exactly what that is. That's life, baby. You can't have one without the other. So it's coming just that way. It's coming just like that every day. You don't get the choice to just make it great. You don't want sunshine all the time. You can't even appreciate the sun without the damn rain. You know, we don't know if it's hot outside unless it's cold one day. And then you be like, damn, it's biting out here. But most of the time it's just hot. So, you know what I mean? So you don't know how to really have what you have until you have the complete opposite of what you have. That's why to be misunderstood is a concept. It's a lifestyle because no matter what you go through, no matter what situation you're in, like what they say, you might be in the fire, but you ain't going to come out smelling like smoke. Like that right there is a word for someone. Seriously. Because if you think about what it is that you're doing in a course of a day, you are the example of what it looks like to just live life. So now the question is, how are you living life? Are you choosing to live life or are you waiting to die? Because I know a lot of people that are just out here waiting to die. And I'm telling you that by the way that their conversation really says that they have no life. They're not thinking about life, especially if you're only talking about people that, if you're around people that still talking about yesterday, like that was there yesterday and they could have did it. But then when you look back at yesterday was almost 20 years from now, yesterday, you have to like kind of say something to those people, but then you got to keep it moving because at the end of the day, they are misunderstood, but you know better. So you've understood that that's not where you need to be. Anyone that's living in their future, in their past, that means they really have no present because they are in the past. And God forbid they see what the future looks like, because you can't really see forward if you keep looking back. I don't really know who that's for, but you got to understand that if you're moving and it says to move, like one of the biggest things that when I listen to people, when I listen to preachers and all that, I always like how whatever's going on in the scripture, whatever is going on, God is going to tell the person to move. That's the first thing that you must do, is move. So a lot of us don't want to take that first step, because if we don't know where we're moving to, we ain't moving. We don't know why we're moving, we ain't moving. Like, there's so many other things that come into our existence before we go to move, and that can't be how we live. To be misunderstood says you're going to rock out. You're going to take that step. I got to take this step. I got to take this step because I need to know. I know I lost like 3 people just now. They're like, shit, I ain't taking this step. You go ahead and take this step, and I'm going to watch you and see what happens in your step. And if you come back and tell me a good story, then I might step the next time. How many of us are living like that? I used to live my life like that. I literally did. Like, it was like I would take the adventure, but I would take the adventure kind of like after you came back and told me about the adventure that you had. It was more so, I guess I was checking your adventure. But it all boiled down to having to figure out, well, what is it that you're going to do? How are you going to do what you do now? That's where the whole misunderstood came from. I need someone to understand that when you see yourself and you look at your life, and like I said, there's thousands of things that you've done to be on the good foot, but do you notice how you can have a million comments of everything great, everyone loves everything about you, and you have one person that says something that said that they did not enjoy it or they didn't understand, and you can't even think about the million, you can only think about that one. That becomes the choice. Why on earth would you care about one person not liking you and a million people love you? That says a lot about you, but however, it says also a lot about that person who doesn't like you. That's the misunderstood. But then sooner or later, you continuously keep doing what you're doing. That person that didn't like you is going to turn back around and they're going to like you too. So it's really just about the concept. What are we doing? Why are we doing it? How are we doing what we do? That's what it is to be misunderstood. I need you to understand that I wanted to go around the world. I wanted to go everywhere to understand that no matter what you're going through, no matter what it looks like, it's good. Everything is good. Everything is perfect. Everything has always been. How about that? That's the kicker. It's always been. How many of us need to know that every day? How many of us need to be reinforced with that knowing every day? That's what to be misunderstood is all about. That's what those faces are for. So that you know no matter what, you still have a choice in the matter. And if you grab the right choice, you will have life. You will live. You will live and not die. People say it all the time because trust me, the way that our young people are dying right now is scary. But I believe that they're misunderstood. I believe that they're saying something and we're not hearing what they're saying because they're speaking a language of violence. And because there's a language of violence, it's hard for just a regular mind to grab it. So what misunderstood is all about is the epitome of a person who has so much to say, but maybe not being able to express themselves. There's so many different underlines of being misunderstood that when you realize that this is why the platform is here, that platform is here so that you can talk. That platform is here so that when you go see them and you see them look confused, you need to bring them, send them to this, because that's what it's about. They need to speak. The platform is allowing for your faces to be seen in a safe place so that you can feel comfortable letting down your mask. Now that we all wear masks, I can't really say it anymore. I used to say it like that, like removing the mask. But now, because everyone has on a mask, everybody's looking to damn remove their mask. They're like, "Oh yeah, take it off, take it off." I'm like, "No, no, no, not that way." But however, whatever it is, but it's about the communication. It's about being able to talk, and it's about the choices that you make. If you can understand that you make the right choices, you will live and not die. That's what to be misunderstood is all about. So yeah, you can check out the website. I do have a website. The website to actually go on to purchase like merchandise. Like right now, I have hats, I got cups, I got T-shirts, I got masks. I would say go to IAMA. So that's IAMAINDUSTRYLLC.com. That's IMAindustry.com. And then go into our products and see all of the different merchandise that's there. What does that mean if you are to grab a shirt? What does that mean if you are to grab the mug? You get to wear it as your badge of honor. Because what it means to be misunderstood says that you've been through the ringer and you're still standing. Right? You've come through the fire and you didn't get burnt and you don't smell like smoke. These are the concepts of misunderstood. When you see the faces, always remember that there's a choice. And in the choices that we make is how we end up living our lives. So the more choices that we make to have life, the better life becomes for us. So it's all about the choice. So within the choices that you make, don't forget, you can go straight to the website, IAMAINDUSTRYLLC.com. That's IMAIndustryLLC.com. Check out the products, check out some testimonials, leave a comment, because I am looking forward to talking to everyone, especially if you believe that you are out there and you are misunderstood. This is a platform for you. The one thing that you will not be is misunderstood when you are finished. And guess what? Everybody that gets the privy to hear what you got to say is going to understand you better as well. And if you don't know anything else about anything else, people walk around here daily just so that they are not misunderstood. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your afternoon. I thank you for listening. Like I said, I'm gonna get this chat thing down because, if you're there and you're speaking to me, I really truly do apologize because something's set up or not set up to the point where I cannot communicate with you at the moment. So we gonna work that out. How about that? Because you do know that I do this like Tuesday at 3:00. I do this every Tuesday at 3:00. It's usually on Zoom. But something said go live today just so that it could be here so that we can get ready. I do know in November we will be back on our Surviving Tough Times series. So if you have not already purchased your book, you need to go and purchase your book. Look, I don't know if y'all can see this, but that would be cool if you could just scan it, right? Like scan that and get your book. I don't know if I did it right. I don't know if you can do it that way anyway. So what I'll do is I'll make sure that I post this in the chat. I'll make sure that I put that in there somewhere. Look, one more again, just in case. Because if you can scan it, go on scan yourself. Go on scan yourself away. Right. Yeah. Shout out to the people that have MS because I shake so much that you probably never get a steady. Like I have to put it on the ground and tell someone else to do it for me because my camera won't stay still enough for me to get it. But it's all right there. It's all in the concept. But like I said, I'm not going anywhere, y'all. We are determined now because I've been getting feedback. So I'm asking you as well. Feedback, feedback, feedback. Get back to me. Let me know how you feel. What does it mean to be misunderstood? And like I said, you can go to the website. That's www.iamandustryllc.com. That's iamandustryllc.com. If you go to check out the products, there's all different types of understandings of what's going on, and there are more products to come, like mouse pads, shower curtains, all that good stuff. I believe that it's not so much the name, it's more so the concept. It's more so remembering the choices that you make and how you make your choices and why you show up the way that you do says a lot about who you are. So if the choice is ever inside of you to know what you need to do, then go on make the choice. Right? Go on make the choice. The choice is yours. I'm just saying. I mean, it's just something about sitting up top. And if you notice, like, you'll always be on the top. You'll never be on the bottom, because if you make those types of choices to stand and rise and let the sun shine and all that and be light in darkness and everything, it resonates in that way. If you want to be nasty, you want to be crude, you want to be rude and all that kind of stuff, it just gives you that kind of feel. So, the choice is yours. Thanks for listening. Enjoy the rest of your day. Oh yeah, you see it, right? It's all about a surviving of a tough time, if you think about it. When it all boils down to it. So, like I said, if you get your book, we'll be starting next Tuesday at 3 p.m. on Zoom. Have a good one. Thanks for watching.